Gary talks. I am actually in Pennsylvania right now because my partner he got a speeding ticket back in April when we were heading to Indiana for me to do a workshop. And the dude was really nice. He was already very nice about all the stipulations of the thing. But Nate has never had a trial like this before, and I've never had a trial like this. So we came out over here. He's like, so we come in and sit down, and the dude's like, the state trooper who, you know, we had seen a lot of the time. We're moving from we're operating from as though this is just like a civil civil case. I'm also not very well versed in these things, based on experience. At least I've been twice to like a, because the thing is, I got into car accidents, but it wasn't a criminal case, so interesting. Anyway, he's like, so what are you looking to do? Because you're in a pretty good situation already. And it's like, he didn't say it's bold of you to be here, but it's bold of you to be here. But you came from New York, so like, what can we do? So we're talking out the details of the penalties and the plea and all of this. And then he suddenly shifts gears entirely. He's like, all the things that have been going on right now, it caused me to really, start asking questions and doing my own research. And I do truly believe there is institutional, systematic racism in this country.
Gary's eyes lit up.
I'm sitting behind them because they're talking to each other, and he's glancing back at me every now and then. But I was over the moon. My God, he was talking about how what drew him to it was the very, very interesting trajectory of the Democratic and Republican Party. If y'all don't know about that, be excited for when that comes around. Because, Lincoln was a Republican. He was the first Republican there ever was, elected in 1861. And if you think about it, Republic for the Republic, that meant it was all about the union of this place. And then the Democrats were actually the people of the South, the Southerners, former slaveholders, or still slaveholders at the time, because when they were elected, it wasn't until 65 that it stopped anyway. And it stopped. But it's just so interesting to see somebody who's also interested in this and did it on his own. And I was just thinking, it's so important to be the change. Like, there's been moments where I don't want to continue doing this, or I have wonders, like, why am I even doing this right now? Like, I know this history, but like, what is the point? Am I just regurgitating history for folks? And I'm like, no, I want to be able to have a conversation like this man and I just had, which is because he has an understanding of a thing, that the Democratic Republican split is a lot more fabricated than we like to admit. But that caused him to be like, that is weird, and start looking into it more and more and more. And his interest has lied in the Reconstruction era all the way through till now. But really, I guess Reconstruction through Jim Crow, which is the next thing I'm going to cover after I release and talk a little bit about my slavery section. So I just wanted to share that because I was really thrilled about that. And it really made me so excited to have a real conversation with somebody that's like, I don't know, man, that don't seem right to me. And I was like, whoa, okay. And like, just very excited.